our desperate call for Krishna, but our attentiveness ensure that it doesn't become a missed call. Very well. Wonderful message. Huh? So I would like to thank those devotees who joined today, taking the austerity, waking up early in the morning in a cold weather is not that easy. Ishwar Krishna Prabhu, welcome back after we have been missing you for a while. Yamuna Sundari Mataji and also Ivy, Sneha Mataji, Murli Manohar Prabhu, Shrika and Pankaj Gupta, Advaita Chandra Prabhu, Satyabhama Devidasi, Atulya Devidasi, Rangam Devidasi. I didn't see Devya. Maybe Ranga Devi can check with her. I think yesterday also I didn't see her. Girivardhari Prabhu, Suman Singh Mataji, Hanuman Prabhu, Parmeshwari Devidasi, Shyam Leela Devidasi, Taruni Radha Devidasi, Manani Mataji, Rohini Nandan Prabhu, Raghav Chaitanya Prabhu, Gopal Hari Prabhu, Sitala Priya Devidasi, Sachinandan Krishna Prabhu, Kasturi Manjari Mataji, and no, Sistastaka Devidasi, Patit Pavan Prabhu, Madhva, Manmatha Anand Prabhu, Sundari Radha Mataji, Sugandh Raj Prabhu, Aradhana Devidasi, Srinivas Acharya Prabhu, Leela Manjari Devidasi, Amal Atman Prabhu, Prafullanand Madhav Prabhu and Sripad Lalita Devidasi with their daughter Aksata, Prasanna Visakha Devidasi, Muli Mohan Prabhu, Sakti Mata Devidasi, Lata Mataji, Rajesh, Parmanand Hari Prabhu, Nandan Priya Mataji, Saman Panchal Prabhu, Ravi Pipilia Prabhu, Govind Gita Devidasi, Vrajeshwari Priya Devidasi, Abhay Prabhu, Sarvatarak Prabhu, Priyanka Mataji, Nissan Sharma Prabhu, Rukmini Priya Devidasi, Rati Vilas Devidasi, Nritya Gauranga Prabhu, Rohit Mishra Prabhu, Saraswati Devidasi, Tulsi Priya Devidasi and Jai Govinda Prabhu, Rajendra Prabhu, Shumidra Radha Devidasi, Devendra Krishna Prabhu, and Devyansan Saloni, Janki Khan Prabhu, Lavanga Latika Mataji, Tapti Ghosh Mataji, Pandurang Devdas Prabhu, Damodar Rati Mataji, Ganga Mataji, Pranath Gopal Prabhu, Radhika Prem Devidasi, Vraj Vinod Prabhu, Anand Vinodini Devidasi, Kishore Krishna Prabhu, Yugal Priti Devidasi, Nandini, Nama Priya Devidasi, Prathamesh Prabhu, Radha Siva Devidasi, Sikant Survase Prabhu, Raman Krishna Prabhu and Leela Mangal Devidasi, Swedi Prabhu, Radhe, Raja Ramdas Prabhu, Yuva Shri and Sudarshan Prabhu, Srinivas Charan Prabhu. I didn't see Namanand Prabhu today, Haribo. Or maybe I may have missed. Anand Leela Mataji, Priya Kishori Devidasi, Bhadra Bharti Mataji, Shriya Devadasi, Rati Prabhu, Neeraj Srivastav Prabhu, Uttam Bhakta Prabhu, Vallabhi Mataji, Sankri Kaur Devidasi, Matangi Gopi Devidasi, Bhakti Priya Devidasi, Sujata, Lilavati Devidasi, Sudhir Krishna Prabhu and Sakhi Saran Devidasi, Madan Mohan Kundu Prabhu, Rukmini Priya Devidasi, Sundarangi Devidasi, Kanta Mataji, Sarva Shakti Devidasi. I didn't see Sarva Shakti today, maybe I have missed. Balaji Prabhu, Devi Murti Devidasi, Advait Prabhu, Madhvi Gopi Mataji, Rashakida Prabhu, Anand Radhika Mataji, Arvind Prabhu and Priyanka Mataji, Gadadhar Chandra Prabhu, Tulsi Gemar Prabhu, Ravi Pamarthi Prabhu, Sharmishta Sahi Mataji, Abhay Charan Prabhu, Sukruti Devidasi, Sanjay Sila Sijapalli, Shyam Sundar Prabhu, Harikatha Mataji, Rukmati Devidasi, Amit and Prem Priya Padma Mataji, Manoj Kapoor Prabhu, Radhacharan Prabhu, Sundarari Leela Devi Dasi, Rashmi Mataji, Lekha Mataji, Kamlesh Dingra Mataji, Taneshwar Prabhu, Vishal Bhola Prabhu, Puja, I didn't see Sachi Mata today. Dinesh Prabhu joined today. Pitambar Priya Prabhu joined. Rekha joined. Radha Vallabh Prabhu joined. Sada Lakshmi Devidasi joined. Lakshmi joined. Priya Sakti Devidasi joined. And Subhangi Mataji joined. Subhangi Mataji is the one who has promised that she will join from every day, 2 o'clock to 4:30. Then she had some other assignment. Today she was late, but seems to be a very determined person, so hopefully she will maintain her vow. So let's hear the wonderful song before we can read from the Krishna book. Hare Krishna.
Hare Hare Kabe Mora Hoibe Sudina Bajibo se Radha Krishna Hoya Prema Dina Hare Hare Kobe Mora Hoibe Sudina Suyantra Mishaya Gabo Samaduratana Anade koribo doha rupa guna gana Hare Hare Kobe Mora Hoibe Sudina Radhika Govinda Boli Andi Bauche Sware Nijibe Sakalanga Nayanera Nire Hare Hare Kobe Mora Hoibe Sudina He bara karuna karo Rupa sanatana Raghunatha Jasa Mora Shri Jiva Jivana He bara karuna karo Lalita Vishaka साख्य भावे मोरा प्रभु सुबला दिन साखा सबे मिली खोरो दया पूरक मोरा आशा प्रार्थना करो ये सदा नरोत्तम दासा हरि हरि को में मोरा होइबे सुदीना
Thank you very much, Ishwar Krishna Prabhu, for playing a wonderful song. As Prabhupada used to say, Narottam Das Thakur, each word come out from his mouth, we should accept as the words from Vedas. So wonderful. So we will be continue reading, and I'm not going to read the whole paragraph because it's a long one, but I will just read few lines. Their smiling resemble the moonshine, and their glancing resemble the early rising of sun. Just by their glancing, they appear as the creator and maintainer of the modes of ignorance and passion. Vishnu represents the mode of goodness. Brahma represents the mode of passion, and the Lord Shiva represents the mode of ignorance. Therefore, as maintainer of everything in the cosmic manifestation, Vishnu is also creator and maintainer of Brahma and Lord Shiva. That's where we stopped yesterday. So we will continue. After this manifestation of Lord Vishnu, Brahma saw that many other Brahmas and Shivas and demigods and even insignificant living entities down to the ants and very small straws, movable and immovable living entities were dancing surrounding Lord Vishnu. Their dancing was accompanied by various kinds of music, and all of them were worshipping Lord Vishnu. Brahma realized that all those Vishnu forms were complete, beginning from the anima perfection of becoming small like an atom, up to becoming infinite like the cosmic manifestation. All the mystic powers of Brahma, Shiva, all the demigods, and the 24 elements of cosmic manifestation were fully represented in the person of Vishnu. By the influence of Lord Vishnu, all subordinate mystic powers were engaged in his worship. He was being worshipped by time, space, cosmic manifestation, reformation, desire, activity, and the three qualities of the material nature. Lord Vishnu, Brahma, also realize is the reservoir of all truth, knowledge, and bliss. He is the combination of the three transcendental future, namely eternity, knowledge, and bliss. And he is the object of worship by the followers of Upanishads. Brahma realized that all the different forms of the cows, boys, and calves transformed into Vishnu forms were not transferred by the mysticism of the type that a yogi or a demigod can display by specific powers invested in him. The cows and the boys transferred into Vishnu murtis or Vishnu forms were not display of Vishnu Maya or Vishnu energy, but were Vishnu himself. The respective qualification of Vishnu and Vishnu Maya are just like fire and heat. In the heat, there is the qualification of the fire, namely warmth, and yet heat is not fire. The manifestations of the Vishnu forms of the boys, cows, and calves was not like the heat, but rather the fire. They were all actually Vishnu. Factually, the qualification of Vishnu is full truth, full knowledge, and full bliss. Another example can be given with material objects, which are reflected in many, many forms. For example, the sun is reflected in many water pots, but the reflection of the sun in many pots are not actually the sun. There is no actual heat and light from the sun in the pot, although he appears as the sun. But the forms which Krishna assumed were each and every one full Vishnu. Satyam means truth, Jnanam, full knowledge, and Ananda, full bliss. So transcendental form of the Supreme Personality Godhead in his person are so great that the impersonal follower of the Upanishad cannot reach the platform of knowledge to understand them. Particularly the transcendental form of the Lord are beyond the reach of the impersonalist, who can only understand through the studies of the Upanishad that the absolute truth is not matter and that the absolute truth is not materially restricted by limited potency. Lord Brahma understood Krishna and his expansion into Vishnu forms and could understand that due to the expansion of energy of the Supreme Lord, everything movable and immovable within the cosmic manifestation is existing. So when Brahma was thus standing baffled in his limited power and conscious of his limited activities within the 11 senses, he could at least realize that he was also a creation of the material energy, just like a puppet. As a puppet has no independent power to dance, but dancing according to the direction of the puppet master. So the demigod and the living entities are all subordinate to the Supreme Personality Godhead. As it is stated in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, the only master is Krishna, and all others are servants. The whole world is under the wave of the material spell, and beings are floating like straws in water. So their struggle for existence is continuing. But as soon as one becomes conscious that he is the eternal servant of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, this Maya or illusory struggle for existence is immediately stopped. We have no worry of maintenance. Everything will be provided by divine Krishna, but we have no faith. Lord Brahma, who has full control over the goddesses of learning and who is considered to be the best authority in Vedic knowledge, was thus perplexed. Being unable to understand the extraordinary power manifested in the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In the mundane world, even a personality like Brahma is unable to understand the potential mystic power of the Supreme Lord. So, what to speak of us? Not only did Brahma fail to understand, but he was perplexed, even so, to see the display which was being manifested by Krishna before him. So Krishna took compassion upon Brahma's inability to see, even how he was displaying the force of Vishnu in transferring himself into cows and cowherd boys, and thus, while fully manifesting the Vishnu expansion, he suddenly pulled his curtain of Yogamaya over the same. In the Bhagavad Gita, it is said that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is not visible due to the curtain spread by the Yogamaya. That which covers the reality is Mahamaya, or the external energy, which does not allow a conditioned soul to understand the Supreme Personality Godhead beyond the cosmic manifestation. But the energy which partially manifests the Supreme Personality Godhead and partially does not allow one to see is called Yogamaya. Brahma is not an ordinary conditioned soul. He is far, far superior to all the demigods, and yet he could not comprehend the display of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, Krishna willingly stopped manifesting any further potency. The conditioned soul not only becomes bewildered, but he is completely unable to understand. The curtain of Yogamaya was drawn so that Brahma would not become more and more perplexed. Krishna is so kind. When Brahma was relieved from his perplexity, he appeared to be awakened from an almost dead state, and he began to open his eyes with great difficulty. Thus he could see the eternal cosmic manifestation with common eyes. He saw all around him the super excellent view of Vrindavan, full with trees, which is the source of life for all living entities. He could appreciate the transcendental land of Vrindavan, where all the living entities are transcendental to ordinary nature. In the forest of Vrindavan, even ferocious animals like tigers and others live peacefully along with the deer and human being. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu shows that in Jharikhand pastimes. He could understand that because of the presence of the Supreme Personality Godhead in Vrindavan, that place is transcendental to all other places, and that there is no lust and greed there. Brahma thus found Sri Krishna, the Supreme Personality Godhead, playing the part of a small cowherd boy. He saw that little child with a lump of food in his left hand, searching out his friends, cows and cows, just as he was actually doing 1 year before, after their disappearance. So immediately, Brahma descended from his great swan carrier and fell down before the Lord, just like a golden stick. The word used among the Vaishnavas for offering respect is Dandvat. This word means falling down like a stick. One should offer respect to the superior Vaishnavas by falling down straight, with his body just like a stick. So Brahma fell down before the Lord, just like a stick, to offer respect. And because the complexion of Brahma is golden, He appeared to be like a golden stick lying down before Lord Sri Krishna. All the four helmets on the heads of Brahma touched the lotus feet of Krishna. Brahma, being very joyful, began to shed tears, and he washed the lotus feet of Krishna with his tears. Repeatedly, he fell and rose as he recalled the wonderful activities of the Lord. After repeating obeisances for a long time, we never do that. Brahma stood up and spread his hands over his eyes. Seeing the Lord before him, he, trembling, began to offer prayers with great respect, humility, and attention. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport of the 13th chapter of Krishna, the stealing of the boys and girls by Lord Brahma. So we will start the chapter 14, prayer offered by Lord Brahma to Lord Krishna. Brahma said, quote, "My dear Lord, you are the only worshipful Supreme Lord, personality of Godhead. Our Creator is talking. Therefore, I am offering my humble obeisances and prayers just to please you. Your bodily features are of the color of clouds filled with water. You are glittering with a silver electric aura emanating from your yellow garments." Quote, "Let me offer my respectful, repeated obeisances unto the son of Maharajanan, who is standing before me with conch shell, earring, and peacock feather on his head. His face is beautiful. He is wearing a helmet garlanded by forest flowers, and he stands with a morsel of food in his hand. He is decorated with the cane and bugle, and he carries a buffalo horn and flute. He stands before me with small lotus feet." Lord Brahma continued, "My dear Lord, people may say that I am the master of all Vedic knowledge, and I am supposed to be the creator of this universe. But it has been proved now that I cannot understand your personality, even though you are present before me just like a child. You are playing with your boy friends, calves and the cows, which might imply that you do not even have sufficient education. You are appearing just like a village boy, carrying your food in your hand and searching for your cows. And yet, there is so much difference between your body and mine that I cannot estimate the potency of your body. As I have already stated in the Brahma Samhita, your body is not material." Unquote. So in the Brahma Samhita it is stated that the body of the Lord is all spiritual. There is no difference between the Lord's body and itself. Each limb of his body can perform the actions of all others. The Lord can see with his hands, he can hear with his eyes, he can accept offering with his legs, and he can create with his mouth. So Brahma continued, "Your appearance as a cowherd child is for the benefit of the devotees. And although I have committed offense at your lotus feet by stealing away your cows, boys, and the cows, I can understand that you have mercy upon me. That is your transcendental quality." So there is a great hope for us. Krishna is very kind. You are very affectionate toward your devotees. In spite of your affection for me, I cannot estimate the potency of your bodily activities. It is to be understood that when I, Lord Brahma, the Supreme Personality of the universe, cannot estimate the childlike body of the Supreme Personality Godhead, then what to speak of others? And if I cannot estimate the spiritual potency of your childlike body, then what can I understand about your transcendental pastimes? Therefore, as it is said in the Bhagavad Gita, anyone who can understand a little of the transcendental pastimes, appearance and disappearance of the Lord becomes immediately eligible to enter into the kingdom of God after quitting the material body. This statement is also confirmed in the Vedas, and it is stated simply by understanding the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one can overcome the chain of repeated birth and death. I therefore recommend that people should not try to understand you by their speculative knowledge. Krishna can only reveal what we deserve. Quote, the best process of understanding you is to submissively give up the speculative process and try to hear about you, either from yourself, as you have given statements in the Bhagavad Gita and many similar Vedic literatures, or from a realized devotee who has taken shelter at your lotus feet. One has to hear from a devotee without speculation. One does not even need to change his worldly positions. He simply has to hear your message. Although you are not understandable by the material senses, simply by hearing about you, one can gradually conquer the nations of misunderstanding. By your own grace only, you become revealed to a devotee. You are unconquerable by any other means. Speculative knowledge without any trace of devotional service is simply a useless waste of time in the search for you. Devotional service is so important that even a little attempt can raise one in the highest perfectional platform. One should not, therefore, neglect this auspicious process of devotional service and take to the speculative method. By the speculative method, one may gain partial knowledge of your cosmic manifestation, but it is not possible to understand you, the origin of everything. He attempts a person who are interested only in speculative knowledge is simply wasted labor, like the labor of a person who attempt to gain something by beating the empty husk of a rice paddy. A little quantity of paddy can be husked by the grinding wheel, and one can gain some grains of rice. But if the skin of the paddy is already beaten by grinding wheel, there is no further gain in beating the husk. It is simply a useless labor. A wonderful sentence that whatever other activity that we perform which is not connected or to give pleasure to Krishna is simply a wastage of time. And I was just thinking that, when the time comes to leave this world, and if we have not yet established our relations with Krishna, how horrible we will think at that time. Then what did I do after knowing everything? After getting the mercy of my spiritual master, what did I do? We will regret so much. There is no way we will be able to even ask forgiveness from Krishna at that time because what we have done in our life. He is giving all this knowledge. He is giving the living examples through the different scriptures and also the living embodiment of his personalities living with us who carry the love of Krishna in their heart. And still we cannot follow in the footsteps. It's amazing to see, when we see all the Maharaj, they are so nice. They are traveling with jubilant moods. They have no other business and they were like us. And they took it so seriously. There's no moving back. Each of the, Prabhupada disciple we see, they were so unique. And because of their dedication to dear Srila Prabhupada, we are enjoying the result of their labor and dedication. But what are we gonna do for the next generation? That's the questions. So with those thoughts, I think we should remain happy, jubilant, and totally fearless. And whoever we come across, give them a kind word that their life also can become jubilant, happy, and with no fear in their life. With those thoughts, I would like to offer my humble obeisances at the desk of these wonderful devotees that who is trying their best to take the full advantage what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given us. Simply by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we can deliver our soul from the nations of this material existence. So I would like to offer my obeisances to the devotees who joined from Aurora, Illinois, Cartondale, India, New York, New Jersey, Virginia, Boston, Boise, Atlanta, Tempe, Phoenix, Austin, College Station, San Jose, Dallas, Detroit, Chicago, Naperville, Philadelphia, Charlotte, Baltimore, Baton Rouge, Portland, Dhaka, Orlando, Alachua, Jacksonville, Ohio, St. Louis, New Delhi, Loganville, uh, and waiting for those Matajis to join from Jammu and Kashmir. So the devotees who